Good day everyone. Welcome to Mathematics 5 Quarter 3 Week number 7. Our learning competency. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to measure time using 12 hours and 24 hours clock. Calculate time in different world time zone in relation to Philippines and solve problem involving time. So let's have an activity first. What time is it? So direction is you're going to choose the correct time that shows in the clock. You type your answer in the comment box. So for number 1, what time is it? This would be the illustration. Is it 3 o'clock, a quarter past 12, or 9 o'clock? Okay, the correct answer is 3 o'clock. Very good, grade 5 pupils. Then, for the next example, we have this illustration. So, is it 10 past 11, 12 past 2, and 5 to 2? The correct answer is this would be 5 to 2. Then, for this example, we have quarter past 7, quarter to 7, then 25 to 9. Correct answer is quarter to 7. This would be a quarter part. And for this illustration, this would be 2 past 4, 20 past 2, and 10 past 4. The correct answer is 10 past 4. And for this one, we have quarter past 8, quarter to 8, 20 to 3. The correct answer is quarter past 8. So that would be our activity for this lesson. So our lesson is lesson number 11, measuring time. So measuring time, so this would be the time. This would be the day, the hour, the minute, and the second. So normally, time is shown as an hour, a minute. Then there are 24 hours in a day and 60 seconds in each hour. So there are two main ways to show the time. We have a 24-hour clock. The time is shown as how many hours and minutes since midnight. The time is written as a number. So this would be 0 hour. And we have 12-hour clock. The day is split into 12-hour running after 12 midnight and before 12 noon. So this would be AM. So AM means ante meridiem or before midnight. And the other one is 12 hours running after 12 noon before 12 midnight. This would be PMR hours. So this would be post meridiem or after midnight. So we have 12-hour clock format. So this would be 7 hours and 11 minutes. So 7 and 11 p.m. So the 7:11 p.m. So we can read this one as 7:11 p.m. Then for 24-hour clock format, we have 19 hours and 11 minutes. So we can read this one as 19:11 hours. So let's have some example. This would be number 1. It takes Lisa 5 hours and 35 minutes to reach her hometown from the city. If she start journey at 9:30 a.m., at what time will she reach her hometown? So convert the given time into 12 hours format. So this would be the problem. So let's define what is as in the problem. Very good. At what time will Lisa reach her hometown? This would be the what is as in the problem. And what are the given? The given are 5 hours and 35 minutes to reach her hometown and 9:30 a.m. time she start to travel. So, how do you solve for the problem? So, add the total number of hours she traveled and the time she started to travel. So, this would be the solution. So, the hour started to travel and this should be the time or the time it takes to reach her hometown. So let's add. So this would be the number of hours and the number of minutes. So 30 minutes plus 35 minutes, this would be 5, 6, 9 plus 5 is 14. So we can, this would be the time that the Lisa reach her hometown. So this would be the time. But take note, 65 minutes is over for a minute. So this would be converted into 1 hour and 5 minutes. So 1 hour and 5 minutes, we can add this one to 14 hours. So 14 hours plus 1 hour is equivalent to 15 hours and 5 minutes. So this should be the time that Lisa the time will reach her hometown. Now, let's convert this given time into 12 hours. So, change 15 hours and 5 minutes into 12 hours by subtracting 12 hours. So, 15 and 15 hours and 5 minutes subtracted by 12 hours. So the answer is 5. 5 minus 0 is 5. 0 minus 0 is 0. Right, the colon. Then 15 minus 12, the answer is 3. So the answer for this one is Lisa reached her hometown at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So that would be the correct answer. And let's have some idea. In converting 24 hours format, you need to subtract 12 hours from the hour and the minutes will retain. So you need to convert 24-hour format to 12 hours, subtract 12 hours from the hours and the minute will retain. Okay, so in converting 12 hours format, you to 24 hours, 12 hours to 24 hours, you just add 12 hours from the hours and keep the minutes same. So, for example, number 2, Jenny studied at 11:05 a.m. She studied till 2:45 p.m. How long did she study her lesson? This would be the problem. So what is as in the problem? Very good, grade 5 pupils. The number of hours did Jenny study? And the given are 11:05 a.m. she started and 12:45 p.m. she finished. Then, how do you solve for the problem? Subtract the time she started from the from the time she finished. Again, subtract the time she started from the time she finished. So let's solve. Solution is this would be 2:45 p.m. and 11:05 a.m. So add 12 hours to 2:45 p.m. to make this one a 24 hours. So this would be 2 plus 12 is 14. Then retain the minutes. So we can now solve the time studied by Jenny. So 14, 45, and 11:05. Then subtract 5 minus 5, 0. 4 minus 0, the answer is 4. Write the colon. 4 minus 1 is 3. Then 1 minus 1 is 0. So this would be the elapsed time of Jenny studied her lesson. So therefore, Jenny finished her lesson for 3 hours and 45 minutes. So this would be the elapsed time. Then for the Philippine time zone, so time zone is a region that has a uniform boundaries of centuries and their subdivision. Philippine Standard Time or PST, official name for the time zone used in the Philippines. Here are the list of some countries and their time in relation to Philippine time. These are the countries and these are the time difference. For Vancouver, Canada, we have the difference of 15 negative 15 hours. For Brazil, we have negative 11 hours. For Saudi Arabia, we have negative 5 hours. And for China, no time difference. So it means we have the same time zone. And for Australia, we have last 2 hours. For London, we have negative 7 hours. For New York, we have subtract or negative 12 hours. For Singapore, no time difference. Tokyo plus 1 hour. Sydney plus 2 hour. Malaysia, no time difference. And South Korea is plus 1 hour. So that would be the time difference for different countries. So to calculate time in different world time zone in relation to Philippines, we need to use the world time zone map for us to easily understand their time differences. So for example, to further analyze that topic, Kim takes a plane from New Zealand to Philippines. The plane takes off at 8:30 in the morning and lands 5 hours and 48 minutes later. New Zealand is 2 hours ahead of Philippines. What time does the plane land in the Philippines? So this would be the problem. So how do you solve for the problem? To find the Philippine time, you need to subtract 2 hours from the time of New Zealand and to time the airplane landed. So, solution. So, 8:30 in the morning take off the plane in the New Zealand. And the elapsed time or is 5 hours and 48 minutes. Later, it landed in the Philippines. So, the departure time and the duration of the flight. Then, need to add 0 plus 8 is 8, 3 plus 4 is 7, colon, 8 plus 5 is 13. So, this will be the time that Kim landed in the Philippines. But as you can see, it is a 24 hours format. And as you can see, the number of minutes is over in 60. So we need to convert 78 first. So it is 1 hour and 18 minutes. Subtract 60. 60 minus 70 is 78 is 18. Then 60 is 1 hour. So 1 hour and 18 minutes can be added to 13. So 13 plus 1 hour is 14 and 18 minutes. 14 hours and 18 minutes. So let's convert this one into 12 hours. So 14 hours is equivalent to 2:18 p.m. in the afternoon. So this would be the correct answer. New Zealand time zone. Next is the solution for the New Zealand time. So we have 14 is to 18 subtracted by 2 because we need to find what does the plane for the New Zealand. So ahead of the Philippines. So we have 14 is to 18. 14 hours and 18 minutes. Then subtracted by 2 hours. Why is that 2 hours? Because the difference of New Zealand time to Philippine time is 2 hours. So 8 minus 0 is 8. 1 minus 0 is 1. Semicolon. 4 minus 2 is 2 and 1. So the Philippine time is 12:18 in the afternoon. So therefore, Kim landed on the Philippines at 12 hours and 18 minutes or 12:18 p.m. in the afternoon. For example, number 4, Mr. Cruz is going to Dubai to meet his wife who is working on a hospital as nurse. He will leave the Philippines at 4:30 p.m. If the duration of his flight is 4 hours and 15 minutes, what time he will arrive at Dubai? So, how do you solve for the problem? Is to find the Dubai time, subtract 4 hours from the Philippine departure time, and to travel time. Okay. Solution. This would be the departure time. 4 hours, 4:30 p.m. And the duration of the flight is 4 hours and 15 minutes. So you just add 5, 4, and 8. So this should be the duration of his flight. This should be the Philippine time, 8:45 p.m. Then subtract 4 hours. Why is that 4 hours? Because this would be the time difference of Dubai to Philippines. So 5 minus 0, the answer is 5. 4 minus 0, the answer is 4. colon 8 minus 4. The answer is 4. So the time to Dubai is 4:45 p.m. Okay, so therefore Mr. Cruz arrived in Dubai at 4:45 p.m. or 16 hours and 45 minutes. So let's have an activity time. So activity number 1, this would be the problem. If the Philippine time is 2:30 p.m., what is the time in the following countries? Convert the time to 12 hours format. So this will be the table. Refer to the problem. Okay, country, the time difference. So Canada, 15 hours. Brazil, 11 hours. Saudi Arabia, 5 hours. China, no time difference. Australia is plus 2 hours. Okay, so this would be the problem. We have Brazil, Canada, Saudi Arabia, China, and Australia. Okay, so let's reveal the answer. For Brazil, we have 3:30 a.m. Okay, for Canada, we have 11:30 p.m. And for Saudi Arabia, we have 9:30 a.m. And for China, we have 2:30 p.m. because there is no time difference to Philippines and China. And for Australia, we have 4:30 p.m. because we have plus 2 time difference. Okay, so that would be the answer. So remember, 12 hours clock is the time that's shown as how many hours and minutes since midnight. Time is written as number 0 hours. Okay, then 12 hours, the day is split into AM, ante-meridian, and PM, post-meridian. And in converting 24 hours format to 12 hours format, subtract 12 hours from the hours and the minutes will retain. And in converting 12 hours to 24 hours, vice versa format, add 12 hours from the hours and keep the minute the same. And to calculate the time in the different world time zone in relation to Philippines, we need to use the world time zone map. Okay, now let's proceed to home learning tasks. So for your home learning task, you're going to answer assessment quarter 3 week number 7 on your self-learning module. This would be letter A, letter B, and letter C. For letter A, you're going to give the 12 hours time format and 24 hours format of the following. So this would be 1 to 5. For letter B, if it's 11:39 in the Philippine time, what is the time in the country? This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for letter C, solve each of the problem. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All in all, we have 5, 10, 15 points. So that's all for today. Thank you, grade 5 pupils. Have a nice day.